Hey, yo, Shalom, all praise to Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, man. Shalom to all the brothers that they've been working sincerely in truth. Just gonna go into more or less how like Yahawashi was basically a controversy from when he came on the scene, man. He was a controversy, man, and to this day that still plays out, man, because you've got guys like rolling around nowadays. Basically, it's like you've got it to the point where you got guys where they're basically saying that the Messiah hasn't come yet, and then you got guys basically which are not accepting that Yahawashi has come, like they well, that's the same thing. What I'm gonna say is you got guys that are basically saying, oh, Yahawashi has come, but then his name wasn't Yahawashi, or we don't know what his name was. He's got a mystical name that's in the spiritual world that's not been revealed yet. You know, basically all these guys, what they're doing is they're denying that Yahawashi came. And the thing is when Yahawashi was on the scene 2,000 years ago, you had innumerable amounts of black shit-headed niggers that were doing the same thing, man. Let me read this. John 8:31. Then said Yahawashi to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then you are my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So basically, to be a disciple of Yahawashi, you got to continue in this truth, man. And that's basically like, that means you ain't taking no goddamn winters off and going off and doing fuck knows what with yourself. And it's also a matter of sticking to the same word, man, rather than going off and taking this thing and doing some bootleg, left field fringe teachings, some renegade teachings. You're dealing with how it was delivered onto you, man, from the men that was set up at Yahawashi, man, which is the apostles of GreatMillStone, man. They were sent down. The word was sent to them, man, and that's how it's gone out, man. Like hell, you got all these guys out here, all these renegade criminals, but where they getting the truth? Where they getting the breakdowns from, and where they getting the truth from? They're the teachers, which are the men, the top men at GMS, man. They're the ones who basically bring this word out. So them guys are a bunch of arseholes, man. And this is what you got to continue in it. It says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So basically, it's like that truth. That's what. Hey, man, it lets you understand the breakdown. Everything out here is just nonsense, man, and chaff, and complete filth, bro. If the thing is, when you're in the world, you're feeding into all kinds of systems and constructs they got out here, man. So when you actually understand the truth, then you start to realize, okay, actually this is all just bullshit, which it is, man. So that's why it's like, yo, receiving the word, that's an essential part. So verse 33, they answered him, we be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, we shall be made free? And what kind of a level of pride is that, man? These guys are saying they were never in bondage to any man. Bro, it was prophesied to Abraham that his seed would go into Egypt in bondage for 400 years, man. A man went in there for 430 years. So that's an arsehole. And the thing is that's you get that in the modern day as well. You know, you get them ignorant black fucks that would just say, like, oh no, we are free though. No, we are free though. Bro, that is just, you're a black shit. And the thing is that's a beauty, because it's like you go through the scriptures, it's the same thing. Yahawashi is dealing with the same thing, man. And it says what, the servant is not greater than his master. So we basically, what Yahawashi went through, we're having to go through again, and we're having to deal with that. So that's why and it's the same men. It's the same men you've got coming out. Basically, their spirits being reincarnated as the same level of black shit now as they were back then. And it says, Yahawashi answered them, verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin, and the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the Son abideth ever. If the Son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. So basically, these guys, because the thing is like, what a lot of these men were more or less, they're thinking, oh yeah, you know, they're basically trying to say they've been in Israel, keeping the law on some ultimate level, so they just can't even be spoken to. And but you got guys who didn't even grow up knowing they were Israelite, trying to make the same claims. That's complete fiction, man. That's a falsehood. That's nonsense. The thing is basically in the law that even if you had the capability to keep the law 100%, bruv, if you don't believe in Yahawashi, you're not getting into the kingdom, man. It's as simple as that. Because what the essential ingredient to getting into the kingdom is receiving the truth is basically accepting Yahawashi. And that's a big like mark upon the guys that aren't gonna get this thing, is that they don't have faith in Yahawashi. Just like back then, because it's like you have guys, it's like they'll look down like publicans, sinners, whores, like adulteresses, like basically Yahawashi, he will basically give forgiveness to them if they for believing on him, man. We'll say, what, go their way and sin no more. So basically, it's not about, and the thing is basically having faith in Yahawashi. That was the essential part to receiving the word. Like it's absolutely necessary to be partaking in this, man. And it says it says, and the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the son abideth forever. If the son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. And the thing is, that's it's through Yahawashi. That's the only way you're gonna receive that freedom. Because it's like, bruv, under the law, bruv, we're made unable to keep the law, man. That's why the law for us is basically, bruv, if you're trying to keep the ways of death, keep the ways of death. If you're trying to keep the law, then basically that way leads to death, man. Because it's like you're incapable. And if you could, bruv, man, have been falling short of the law for the longest, bruv. From the beginning, from Adam, bruv, man wasn't able to keep it. Well, go on, bruv. It's not gonna work out too well for you, mate, if you try going down that path. It says verse 37, I know that ye are Abraham's seed, but ye seek to kill me, because my word hath no place in you. And yeah, that's why you get them guys. You got all kinds of rapscallion dregs on the interwebs, basically making videos saying, oh, the apostle GMS that, the apostle, basically coming against the men that the Spirit's dealing with. That's because the word's not in them. The word's not in them. It's basically it's taking up no root in them. It's unprofitable unto them. That's why they've just gone in the way of Cain, bruv. Just basically just coming against the men of the Lord any way they can, because it becomes bruv. It's like, bruv, these guys, their whole life doctrine, it's not to uplift. Then the thing is okay, they're saying, oh, you men ain't teaching Israel, but okay, but then how are you building up Israel? These men are not doing a damn thing to build up Israel, but then they're trying to say like, oh, okay, well, these men are misleading the flock, blah blah. That's absolute falsehoods, bro. Yeah, the word. That's it. The word has no place in them, bro. They might be of Abraham's seed, but then just being of Abraham's seed don't mean shit. Don't mean shit. 2/3 of Abraham's seed are going to be wiped out, nuked. Verse 38, I speak that which I have seen with my father, and ye do that which ye have seen with your father. And their father is Satan, because, you're of your father the devil. Basically, them guys, they're of Satan. And the thing is Satan, like Esau, that Satan's taken over this realm. And what the thing is like, you know what, I think it's like, is it verse 7? Chapter 7 maybe. I think it's a bit further forward. Yeah, it's after Lazarus. Well, let me read this, man. John 11 and 50. Actually, let me start from 49. It says, and one of them named Caiaphas, being the high priest, the same... Ah, shit. Ah, shit. It says, and one of them named Caiaphas, being the high priest that same year, said unto them, oh, shit. Fucking hell. You know, that wasn't even the point I wanted. I was up for 47. It says, Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, What do we, for this man doeth many miracles? If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation. So that's what a lot of these guys were about back then. These so-called elites, these whipped scribes and Pharisees, the high priest as well, was amongst them, having this wicked discourse. Basically saying, like, these guys, their MO was, they didn't want to, like, have their rulership they received from Rome to get removed from them, man. That's why it's like, they basically were just trying to please the Romans. So it didn't matter about the truth coming out. It was basically about just pleasing the Romans. So it's like, they are of their father the devil, man. That so-called white man, he's their God, man. He's their father, he's their ruler. And that's exactly that's who they were about pleasing, man. Okay, let me go back in John 8 and to 39. They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father. And Yahawashi saith unto them, If ye were Abraham's children, ye would do the acts of the works of Abraham. But now ye seek to kill me, a man that hath told you the truth, which I have heard of the Most High. This did not Abraham. So, basically, and the thing is, it's like, seeking to kill Yahawashi, they were in the same spirit now. Because the thing is basically, if you're not teaching if you're not following in Yahawashi's teachings in 100%, then basically you're putting him out for an open shame, bro. You're basically making his sacrifice like it was like he didn't even do that. You're basically going completely off. And then it's what was the other one? It says which I've heard this did not Abraham. Yeah, and they seek to kill him as well. They seek to kill him. And that's Jerusalem and Jerusalem. Thou that killest the prophets. These niggas have been killing prophets from the beginning of time, bro. So more or less, they're just revealing themselves to be the same niggas, man. And it says what 41. Ye do the deeds of your father. Then said they unto him, We be not born of fornication. We have one Father, even the Most High. Yahawashi said unto them, If the Most High were your Father, ye would love me, for I proceeded forth and came from the Most High. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. So basically, Yahawashi was probably the first begotten, and he was sent with the ultimate message, man, that final message to seal out the books, man. So it's like, that's why it's like, yo, if you know, he's come with basically a new covenant. That's how we're gonna get the kingdom. So if you're not eating that, what the fuck can, bro? That is, nothing can be done for you, man. You need death, man. Okay, let me read it a bit more. It says, why do you not understand verse 43. Why do you not understand my speech, even because you cannot hear my word? Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And that's the so-called white man. And the thing is the vast majority of these Negroes, they're in that same vein, man. Them fucks. They're pieces of shit. Black pieces of shit, man. And verse 45. And because I told you the truth, ye believe me not. Which of you convicted me of sin? And if I say the truth, why do ye not believe me? He that is of the Most High heareth the Most High's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because you are not of the Most High. So, and that's, you know, these black rebellious gremlins, man, and they've been around from the beginning, and they will, like, till they're getting roasted, they're gonna be around, man. But, you know, they were around. Yahawashi was dealing with them same fucks in innumerable times, man. You go through these various accounts, these guys are basically their life endeavor was to just disprove that Yahawashi was the one, that he was the anointed, man. But they're seeing man's doing miracles, and it's like, yo, who can do miracles except he be sent in the Most High? Then these men are no, firm niggas, and them guys are gonna get wiped out, man. So I suppose the point that it's just like these these rebellious elements have been around from the beginning. It's nothing new, and they're gonna get dealt with the same way they got dealt with in the ancient times, man. So I'll leave it there, man. All praise to Yahawashi, Shalom, man. Shalom.